Alrighty, I'm on my way to someplace special right now. When I was moving into my new house, I made a bad mistake and dropped a European mount. This was actually a very, very special European mount. It was my first buck ever with a bow, and at the time it was my biggest buck. It wasn't, it's not the biggest deer in the world. It's a nice, probably 3-year-old deer, 9-pointer. And it's something that I wanted to remember for, forever, but it just looked really bad, all smashed up on the wall. It looked like maybe a dead head I found or something like that. So I took it to my buddy, Cameron Luker, who owns Wild Game Finishings, and today he's actually gonna mount my buck. So he found a cape for it, he got a form and everything, so I'm headed out there, and he's gonna mount this buck and bring it back to life for me, so I'm super excited. We will see you there. Have you ever had to mount a deer before that someone dropped their European mount on the stairs?
No.
Yeah, what's all left?
It needs to, dry for a few days. It's hard to say exactly, but when it's dry, we'll paint it.
So after I left last time, what'd you have to do to that thing once it dried?
I had to epoxy it, just fill in little tiny cracks around the eyes, nose, and then airbrush. That's pretty much it.
Well, he looks a lot better now than he did when I gave him to you.
Hell yeah.
Boom. Alrighty, huge shout out to Cam Luker at Wild Game Finishings for taking care of this for me. I think I talked about it a little bit before, but this is actually my very first buck with a bow that I shot, 7, 8 years ago. And unfortunately, when I was moving, it used to be a European mount, and I accidentally dropped it down the staircase as I was moving, and it completely shattered. And I know it's not maybe like the biggest deer. It's not a deer that I would typically shoulder mount. The buck means a whole lot to me, but it's just not, big enough to shoulder mount, I thought at the time. So I didn't know what to do with it, but with the case, Cam was able to find a cape for me and mount it, and I would way rather have it like this than a shattered European mount. This will help me remember that hunt, even though it's not that deer's cape. It brought the deer back to life. It's much better to look at, and now I get to enjoy it every single day that I'm here. I think that looks pretty sharp there with the 2 deer heads on the right and my bear mount over there. I've gone through different periods of time, you know, where I thought taxidermy was really cool and I wanted to mount everything, and then periods of time where I didn't mount anything at all. And it's something that, you know, with what I do for a living with photography and videography, I'm always preserving memories that way. But I think this is just another art form, and it looks really cool, and it helps you remember those experiences. You spend a lot of time, money, and just energy going on these hunts, and I think it's important to remember them forever. So I'm stoked to have that guy up there. I think he looks awesome. Thanks again to Cam Luker. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.